with Northop. Just how big a victory is that for your side?
Yeah, I think it's a good statement. You know, teams from a higher league, you never really know what to expect when you come to play them. But again, I think we were the best team. I think out of the two teams, we've dominated possession, we've dominated chances, we took our chances. I think Northop have took the 1 or 2 chances they did have today. They took one of them, but in terms of possession, in terms of creating chances, in terms of keeping the ball, I thought we were the better team throughout the whole game.
With the conditions here, was it a case of getting through to half-time, did well to get to 0-0, and then you could see by the second half that the girls had a bit of momentum?
Yeah, I think we're used to it. You know, we do our game plan when we play at home at Panicar. You know, it's trying to stay in the game first half. If you're going up the hill, if you're going down the hill, can we get a few goals ahead? Similar to today with the wind, but you know that's expected. You got to deal with the weather no matter where you go. And it was defensively really good performance in the first half. We've had to rely on Cat a few times to get us out of it, a couple of good saves, but we never looked threatened. I think we still created chances ourselves, with the wind obviously holding up most of our shots. But into the second half, we talked about what do we need to do now. We need to go and score some goals because we've been the better team, and we raced into that, scored a goal. We probably dominated for the next 10-15 minutes and sloppily giving away one chance with Northop took, which when you play a team who were in the top league, in a higher league than you, they're going to take the chances, and they did. They took their one chance, but straight away we were back on it. We made a substitution and we're going to score 2 goals, and the first one to make it 2-1 was an absolute screamer. It was one of the best goals I've ever seen, and it shows the quality we've got in our team. Yeah,
you bring me up nicely to that. Lauren has scored a few of those this season. I don't think she scored any better than the second she got today. I think she's after her own goal of season contenders. I think she might take up the whole shortlist.
Yeah, I think you don't top that, do you? I mean, the only way you top that is taking it from the kick-off and lobbing the keeper. You know, there wasn't much further out she could have been. You know, she's took it from the throw-in, turned, looked up. It's 40 yards plus, and she's absolutely rifled it. It hasn't even floated in. It's flown into the top corner. I don't think anyone would save that. No matter what league you're in, no matter where you're playing in the world, you don't save shots like that, and it shows how good we are again.
I'm going to say that showcased the quality that the girls have got, perhaps how much they've learned this season, and just what quality your side can possess at times.
Yeah, especially the younger players. You know, you're always expecting them to start slow because they've never played senior football before. But you know, people like Tulare have really grown into it now. You know, they're coming to be our most influential players, which is good. But then we've got players like Kat in goal, Lauren in attacking mid. You know, we've got Abby, our captain, in centre back today. They fill in nicely to this young team, and I think we're starting to really gel now, and that shows on today's performance, and hopefully going into the running at the end of the season. You know, we've got cups to play for, we've got promotion to try and win, and I think we're flying into that now.
Well, you play the side, as you mentioned, who are a league above us. You're winning the game narrowly in a cup game. Again, is this more of what this side's learned, that they're able to see games out, game management example, just running the clock down at times, frustrating the opposition?
Yeah, you know, when you're in youth football, you might say, you know, it's all about just trying to maybe score more goals or create more chances, but when you're playing a team of better opposition, when you're winning 2-1, 3-1, you've got to see the game out. You know, at 1-0, it was a little bit of mismanagement from ourselves to go and let in a goal, but then again that sort of made us learn a bit. You know what, if we get 2-1 now, which we did, it's now switch on. Can we sit in? We got our 2 holding midfielders to sort of sit in a little bit, and yeah, it's a massive learning curve. You know, you say you learn when you lose, but I think we've learned more when we won today, because you know, some of the things possibly said by them, they were getting wound up because they were losing, and I think it was wound up because we were the better team, quite frankly.
Finally, Bethesda next week, a chance for us to secure second and 2 cup competitions that there is potential of getting your hands on. It's exciting times, and I guess plenty of ambition for the side still to go this season. Yeah, we've had a quiet last 2 months, obviously through the weather and stuff, but it's really starting to get in the stride now. You know, we've got a semi-final coming up. This cup looking like, you know, we're going to be qualifying for a semi-final. Obviously we've got our last league game next week, which the way we're playing, if we play like that today, I think we'll win next week. I think we'll win at least the League Cup, and then we're looking at, again in 2 weeks time, we've got Airbus, who are again a Division 1 team, so it's a lot of tests coming up, and hopefully if we play like that, we're gonna fill them tests. Cheers, Luke, well done.